All right, welcome back. The voting for the high-stakes Tamil Nadu elections has officially concluded, bringing an end to weeks of intense campaigning across the state. Tamil Nadu witnessed a spirited contest with the ruling MK Stalin-led DMK seeking to retain power, while the opposition AIADMK mounted a strong challenge. The BJP also looked to expand its presence, making this a closely watched multi-cornered contest. Polling day saw enthusiastic participation from voters across urban and rural constituencies, with the key issues such as welfare, delivery, employment, governance and regional identity shaping voter sentiment. With voting now complete, attention shifts to the counting day, when the fate of candidates across all constituencies will be decided. But the question voters have answered today is simple. Has delivery matched the promise? We'll talk about this, and let's also take a look at the overall voter turnout comparison in the past 5 elections in West Bengal and Tamil Nadu. And of course, then we'll also speak in with some voices who will be joining us and sharing their perspective as well. All right. So Tamil Nadu, a very interesting election this time, only because of TVK. But first up, we also need to analyze what's happening in West Bengal and how things might shape up in this all-important election for the TMC as well as the Bharatiya Janata Party. So starting all the way from 2006, as you can see, 82% in 2006, 84 in 11, 83 in 2016 and 2021, 82. But this time around, almost 92% of the people who were registered voters showed up to vote. In Tamil Nadu, 2006 74, 11 78, 2016 74, 2021 73, 2026 almost 85% voter turnout as of 7 p.m. and this is again a testament to the fact that people definitely want to be part of this dance of democracy, and they really want to understand what they get when they vote for the candidates who have promised them so much. We'll get perspectives from Mr. KV Lakshman, political analyst. Mr. Venkat Narayan, senior journalist, also joins us on the show. Mr. Narayan, thank you, sir, for being here with us. Let's start and talk about Tamil Nadu. A lot of people are saying that so far the elections in Tamil Nadu have always been a little mundane, for the lack of a better word. TVK, may not be, that brought a smile to your face. TVK may not get the seats that they perhaps are hoping for, but what they have lent to this election is definitely a lot of dynamic and a lot of color. The enthusiasm that Vijay has brought in by being this, Jananayagan is obviously stirring up the sentiment in Tamil Nadu. Your thoughts?
Correct. The TVK getting into elections has added some excitement to the election in Tamil Nadu. Historically, the fight has been between the two Dravidian parties, AIADMK and DMK, but TVK has injected some excitement, and a lot of young voters have taken active participation, and the voter turnout till 9 p.m. is expected to be more than 90%. In Puducherry, it was 93, you remember. And I have some exclusive information to share with Newsx viewers. The Reach Out Analytics has conducted a sample survey involving 30,000 voters. According to the survey, the AIADMK-led NDA alliance is polling 40+% votes, and they might end up winning 150 seats, followed by the DMK Congress alliance, which may poll 35 to 38% of the vote and may end up winning 80 to 90 seats. And the TVK of actor politician Vijay is now polling 20 to 22%, 2% less or more, but he is going to get only 5 seats. This is the exclusive information I'm happy to share with Newsx viewers.
Okay, that's a great turnout. Let me also get an opening remark from Mr. KV Lakshman, political analyst. Mr. Lakshman, Tamil Nadu elections have for a very, very long time been personality driven. You know, if you talk about Jayalalitha, if you talk about some of the other stalwart chief ministers of the state, when DMK came into power, a lot of people believed that it had nothing to do with the personality of Stalin. You know, it only had to do with anti-incumbency. How are you looking at this equation in 2026 for the DMK and Tamil Nadu?
No, elections across India have more or less become personality driven, and so are the national elections. And Tamil Nadu is no different. Yes, Stalin had been the longest serving understudy to his father as a deputy. So, but after he assumed charge of following his victory after the demise of his father, he has he has emerged as a leader in his own right, and at the moment he's the most popular person whom Tamil Nadu voters want to see as the CM. So to that extent, yes, he has managed to build his own personality. Also by virtue of being the chief minister, that gives him an additional advantage. But the same cult kind of has been used by Vijay, who is depending entirely on his star power, which seems to be paying off if the indication of Sir Venkat Narayanan mentioned about the sample survey, small sample survey, which is way above what I had expected. So I'm sure that is going to change the equation on the ground, but which way the vote will tilt, the result will tilt, is still yet unclear, although now the chances for an AIADMK doing much better than earlier expected by people like us seems to be a reality, given the 90% vote percentage that is likely to be finalized. We may see 90 plus voting by the end.
Well, let's also take a look at the latest voter turnout in Tamil Nadu. So far, the numbers have been extremely optimistic and encouraging. It's always appreciated when the public at large wants to choose who's going to govern them for the next 5 years. So in the voter turnout in Tamil Nadu so far till 7 p.m. has been 84.69%, close to 85%. And if you look at some of the prominent constituencies like Ariyalur, which is at 86% till 7 p.m. and Chengalpattu, which is at almost 85%, again at 7 p.m. Encouraging signs. Coimbatore, again at 84.56%. And Kuddalore at 84.88%. Dharmapuri at 90% till 7 p.m. I'm sure that's gone up by now. Dindigul at 88.53% till 7 p.m. Erode at 89.82%, almost 90%. Kallakurichi at 87.64% till 9 p.m. Though that is still not happened. 7 p.m. In Kanchipuram at 87% is a very, very positive turnout. Kanyakumari 75.57%, so far the lowest that we have seen. In Karur, and another important constituency, at 92.48% so far. Krishna Nagari 84.96% till 7 p.m. Again, an encouraging number that's coming in from Tamil Nadu. In Madurai, it's 80.43% till 7 p.m. Another important and crucial constituency. In Tiruchirappalli, 85.38% till 7 p.m. And these are, of course, once again, very encouraging numbers. Goes on to show that as compared to what happened in 2021, people have come out in droves to vote. The registered voters wanted to make an impact, and we are definitely getting to see that through these numbers that have come in of late. And like Mr. Venkat Narayan said, that these numbers are only going to get, in fact, better. We are also learning there have been some delays in a number of constituencies, and some of these delays have been flagged by TVK chief Vijay, who said that there should be longer polling time because the logistics as well as the administrative hurdles by the Election Commission, according to Vijay, have led to 2 to 3 hours delay, and this inconvenience is obviously something that Vijay is looking to correct as well. All right, Mr. Narayan, for a long time and off late, the commentary has also been through various quarters that Vijay is the X factor in when it comes to the Tamil Nadu elections. When you listen to that phrase, that Vijay is the X factor, first of all, sir, do you agree with it, and how do you interpret it? Is he going to, in fact, let's assume that he doesn't make the kind of dent that his party is looking for, but in the long-term political ecosystem of Tamil Nadu, what changes is he likely to bring?
Well, I think the fact that TVK is likely to poll, nearly 20+%, that means every fifth voter has chosen to vote for Vijay's party. That is a very encouraging sign. It is true that he may not have the kind of charisma that MGR and Jayalalitha in Tamil Nadu and NTR in Andhra Pradesh enjoyed. But this is a good beginning for somebody like Vijay, who is in his early 50s, and if he has been able to poll nearly 20% of the popular vote, that is very encouraging, and he might have better luck the next time in the next election. And you see, unfortunately, the voting patterns or the way things happen in Tamil Nadu is such that a 3 to 5% swing in favor of an alliance or a party would mean an increase of 50 seats. And according to Reach Out Analytics, whose founder CEO I spoke to, Mr. Venkatrao K, the AIADMK led NDA alliance is polling 40% of the popular vote and ending up with 150 seats, a clear majority. DMK, according to the Reach Out Analytics survey, is going to poll between 35 and 38% of the popular vote, and they may end up winning 80 to 90% of the 90 seats. Whereas TVK, even though he is polling nearly 20%, might end up with only 5 seats. If he had joined hands with either of the alliances, things would have been better, but he decided to do it all by himself. So, but for a beginner, being able to poll 1/5 of the popular vote is remarkable, and Vijay needs to be congratulated for making the elections this time encouraging and interesting and colorful.
Fair enough. You're absolutely right. Mr. K.V. Lakshman and Mr. Venkatrao, I appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much for your time. All right, well, from the heart of Tamil Nadu's political battleground, Udhayanidhi Stalin has stepped out to cast his vote, a moment symbolic of both democracy as well as dynasty. Contesting from the key Chepauk Triplicane constituency, Udhayanidhi is not just another candidate, he is the face of the next generation of the DMK. The son of Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and the grandson of Dravidian icon M. Karunanidhi, his political journey is deeply rooted in a powerful legacy that has shaped the state's politics for decades now. But with that lineage comes intense scrutiny. His comments on Sanatan Dharma earlier triggered a massive political firestorm, drawing sharp reactions and fueling a national debate. The Bharatiya Janata Party has since kept up a continuous barrage of attacks, targeting his remarks, his rise and his role in governance, with leaders like Annamalai leading the charge on issues ranging from welfare policies to ideological clashes. Yet, despite the political firestorm, Udhayanidhi Stalin continues to project himself as a key power center within the DMK, a leader balancing legacy, authority and ambition. As voters decide, this is not just about one seat, it is about the future of a political dynasty under national scrutiny. Let's talk about this. Joining us on the platform is Dr. N. Rama Subramaniam, political analyst, Mr. G. Sridhatam, senior journalist, is also joining us on the broadcast to talk about this. Gentlemen, appreciate you being here with us. The dynamics of Tamil Nadu elections, right from the anti-incumbency part to the emergence of new players to the dominance of Dravidian parties as well as caste and region key factors. Mr. Ramasubramaniam, which of these is actively at play according to you at this point in time? Previously, I asked one of our panelists that thanks to TVK, they may not in fact make a huge dent, but what they have lent to this election is a lot of insecurity, a lot of color, and a lot of composure in terms of being creative when it comes to election in Tamil Nadu, which have been fairly and squarely based on giveaways. So,
yeah, good evening to everyone. The election in Tamil Nadu is very, very interesting. There are a lot of twists and turns, and as of now, the polling percentage has been quite significant in comparison with the last election. But nevertheless, in terms of the percentage, in terms of the number of votes, it is only about 3% extra, because in comparison with 2021 to because the SIR, that has removed about 70 lakhs of people from the voters list, and hence about 3% every time, 10 to 12 lakhs additional voters will definitely come into the political scene, exercising their franchise. So this is one part. Second point, everybody is talking about the new phenomenon, namely TVK. Yes, if anybody discounts his arrival, significance of Mr. Vijay, I think it is a wrong assumption. Definitely, he has made a tremendous impact on the voters of Tamil Nadu. There is absolutely no doubt about it. And it is not, we do not know to what extent it is going to affect both the parties, that is DMK and also AIADMK alliances. The gut feeling is that it may take away about 18 to 20% vote share of the people, which is quite significant, because even earlier we have seen the maximum a new entrant getting only about 8%, with so much of difficulties and persistent efforts. Nam Tamilar Katchi, that is a political party, got only about slightly over than 8% in the last election. Thus, the impact of Vijay is quite significant. I have spoken to so many people, including my granddaughter and some of her friends. They are all in colleges. They are all very clear that they have voted en bloc to Vijay. We do not know how that has created an impact on the youngsters. And ordinary people also, like auto wallahs, people in the very normal level, they are also feeling that let there be a change. So this 20% is quite significant. That's what I feel. That is one point. That is youngsters, particularly the college-going people. They are all new voters. Youngsters, all these people have en bloc almost voted. And another issue is for AIADMK. This is a new development, because as far as the AIADMK is concerned, they are getting almost the entire block of Brahmin votes. It is about 3 to 4% population in Tamil Nadu. They are always neglected, rejected and humiliated in so many ways in Tamil Nadu. So when I speak to the Brahmin Association and other individuals, they feel that this is time that they vote for a change. So therefore, they have all, I think, exercised their franchise in favor of the AIADMK group.
Okay.
But having said all this, I would like to make an important comment that DMK is far ahead of.
Okay, fair enough, sir. I think you made your point clear. Let me also
one minute.
One second, sir. We have to 1 second, sir. 1 second. Let me also open Mrs. Sri Dhattan into this conversation. So 1 second, sir. 1 second. Mrs. Sri Dhattan, important to understand that the swing and the flip that can happen in Tamil Nadu is also of a concern to a number of parties. 25 important seats, according to data, which have had a margin of not more than 3,000. In fact, there is a place in Chennai called Tyagaraya Nagar, which the DMK won by 137 votes in 2021. Obviously, this means that more cadre, more impressions on the street when it comes to wooing voters. Who do you think is ahead between the DMK and the AIADMK, and now even the TMK when it comes to wooing voters?
What I have heard very receptively, the earlier gentleman, he was very correct. I mean, in terms of what I get also from the ground. But having said that, one thing is very clear. Maybe Vijay's party may make a huge dent in vote share of major coalitions, but still, I think DMK is slightly better placed in terms of they have a cohesive coalition. That in elections, that also counts. That is what I feel. And in terms of the booth level workers, BJP has also made a lot of ground. They have around 61,000 booth level workers. That is quite a good number. But have all these pluses and other factors also taking into account. But still, I would stick my neck out and say that DMK is much better placed to get a good number of seats, slightly better than other coalition. That is what I feel. But this is an important point. How we were also thinking that Vijay will not be able to make more than 5% or 3 to 5%. That is what earlier also, yesterday also, I was talking to many journalists. They were saying that they may not make more than that. But the earlier gentleman, he was Ramasubramaniam, was saying that his party is able to get 20%, then the whole equation, the whole DMK apple cart may also suffer. But still, I feel that from my inputs from the ground, I still feel that they have a very cohesive coalition and different elements like minorities, SDPI and all. They're all Islamist parties also have joined them. So they have an edge. That is what I feel.
Fair enough. All right. Appreciate both of you joining us. We have unfortunately run out of time, but we're going to continue to talk about this big day today for West Bengal and Tamil Nadu on the other side of this very short break.